Today, I got you guys for a treat. We are doing a full buzz on top. Look at all these curls. I'm about to show you how we're gonna do a 6 on top, high taper. We're gonna lay down the curls, make it blurry. We're about to bless him, so let's do it. First things first is we're just gonna knock this down with a 6. Make sure that, especially when you're dealing with super coarse hair, you gotta mow it. You know what I'm saying? Just, yeah. It's like when you mow a lawn, right? Like, you can't just go over it one time. Like, you gotta go over it a couple times. In this portion, guys, wanna make sure you're consulting with your clients. Make sure when you're doing this 6 guard, you're just making it even Steven. All right, guys, well, Shutter, this is the first time you're getting introduced on my YouTube. As an official collab. We got the Gava and Siwa Cuts collab. Tell the chat a little bit of who you are.
My name is Shane. I go by Kava Faded on Instagram. I don't have a TikTok yet, but I don't know yet. I like making funny videos.
Kava Session.
Kava Sessions.
So you're gonna just lie. You're just gonna start off your introduction by lying?
I wasn't lying, bro. I just forgot about that account.
Even though bro posts on it every other day. So when you're dealing with very, very curly hair like this, you're not washing with super hot water. I'm gonna just start with warm just so he doesn't cry like a little girl. Once we start shampooing, we're gonna do everything cold water. We don't want the hair to expand. That's what warm water does, especially with curly hair. Expands, gets frizzy. We want everything to lay down smoothly. So now we're gonna put this not on cold. It doesn't gotta be like cold. It just, I did that. All right, lay back. You just want to make sure like you got that right temperature, not too cold. I'll say maybe like room temp would be cool. I mean, the colder the better, to be honest, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. We kind of got it, just a little rough draft. I'm trying to make sure I do everything in a shapely manner within an hour. But now when you're dealing with this type of hair, you just want to lay everything down, right? So I'm making sure that I'm brushing in the correct pattern that these hairs want to grow in. Then after that, I'm gonna grab a brush and I'm gonna really like lay these hairs down. This is not necessarily a wave brush, but we're improvising. Remember, I said this is gonna be for shots. So after that, I'm grabbing the same towel that I just brushed his hair in, and I'm really just trying to lay that down. I'm actually gonna use this, boom. This is a gem right here, chat. Hold that, boom. Have your client hold it. Nah, don't actually have them hold it, but if it's like almost like a do-rag, but it's not. How do you feel that heat? Cold outside, so I had to use the heat. Hey. All right, perfectly laid down. The top is laying down nicely. The sides have some potential. So now I'm gonna use the 3, but I'm gonna go with the grain. And this is literally just to cut excess hair. Anything sticking up, moving, grooving. And as you can see, his hair is really like puffy and stuff. Oil or lather to like make sure it lays down nicely. And then towards like the sides, I'm gonna close the lever a little bit, because also if you notice his head on the sides, it protrudes out a little bit. So to kind of make it look even and squared, we want to make sure that we kind of cut the sides a little bit shorter than the top. So it gives it the illusion that it's even, because if we just kept it all at a 3 open, it doesn't really matter, because the head shape makes the sides pop and make it look more than what it is. Bro just got a big head for real.
Wait a minute.
Who are you? You ever see that clip?
The white kid?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, wait a minute. Bro, that reminds me. Oh my gosh. Bro, there was a kid that came in barber school one time.
Mm-hmm.
2 other kids came in and gave him $20, and then he was like, "Who are you?"
Let's start with the 3 guard. We will be debulking. When you are debulking on like thicker hair like this, you want to make sure that you're not just only fading this area, but you're also blending it out into the other areas. So I'll lightly go around the ear. I won't dig in at all, but I do want to debulk that area. Noting that there is some inconsistencies. Start your bowl line, make sure that you're cut off the C cup, make sure there's no C cup. I'm actually going to be shaving everything at the end with the shaver. I'm going to use that as like my polisher. Right now I am just making sure that I get the foundation of the fade and everything in. I'll be detailing at the end. I'm not the fastest fader, but I've been able to knock out my haircuts in like 40 minutes. I start open. I like to stretch my blends as well. So make sure you get around that ear, and I'll go up about maybe like another like half an inch to an inch. I feel like when newer barbers, a lot of people tend to keep their blends compressed. They're too scared to like open up their guidelines. And this way, that's how you get that blurry blend around that ear. I'm gonna come back with that 3, just to kind of debulk a little bit. Now I'm gonna come with that 1.5. They're halfway open, and I am just going to kind of like flick into it a little bit. I know it's not gonna completely blend. This is just to kind of soften up that line. What are some advice that help you kind of get better at cutting, like that you wish you knew early on in your career? Let's just say you don't have other barbers around you. Some ways that other people could get better.
Videos, watching videos. I would say I'd watch Dre Clipper Hands. Shout out to my cousin for putting me on with him. So I watch him. Sometimes I watch like 360 GZ just because, I mean, it was cool, but I mainly watch Dre.
Right.
Try to watch those barbers of those, like, try to watch barbers that you kind of look up to and want to style how you want to cut hair with. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
if that makes sense.
You admire their style on certain techniques. You don't gotta necessarily want to be someone like copy someone's complete style. Maybe you just like how they do their lineups or their blends, and really concentrate on what they're doing. Now we'll be doing the half guard. I'll start halfway open, and I'm gonna just start touching this line right here. My whole technique of blending is I just like to soften things up. I don't like to like set super harsh lines in. So what that means is I'm very light with my hands. I'm not trying to dig anything in, set anything in. I mean, y'all saw me setting the lines, but I'm flicking out a lot if you're looking at my hand motions. I'm not trying to like make sure that these lines are getting stapled in, because at the end of the day, they're gonna get blended out. So be very light with your hand. Be one with the clipper. You know what I'm saying, bro?
One with the clipper.
That's an issue for later. I'm noticing a little bit of darkness right here. I'm just gonna lighten it very gently. And now also, yo, so this is not the first time I did a 6 guard taper tutorial. If y'all look back, I had a 6 guard taper tutorial, but that shit was ass. So we kind of redeeming ourselves. I didn't even show you guys how I did the lineup, how I did anything, and somehow that video still got like, I don't even know, like 2K views. So yo, we're gonna have to beat that on this one. Y'all gonna have to show this one some love. Boom, now we got the blend. Now going forward, we are gonna do the 3 on the taper area. But the thing that differentiates in the back is it's all pretty much the same method. But what I like to do is I like to round out this blend on the sides, because I want that contrast from the taper on the sides to blend in nicely with the blend in the back. I'm gonna open this, really gonna get up in there. As you can see, there's some inconsistencies in his hair, in his back, but he does have a lot of calyx. This is a very difficult back, but don't matter. Just treat it as if his density was good. So we angled up on the sides. I can't really explain why I do it, but I've tried it with even going with the open and stuff, and I just feel like it's a little too much for my liking. I don't like my haircuts to necessarily have dramatic effects, more subtle. I like everything that I do to be like a subtle grooming. Back to the basics, literally the same method. Open, boom. And even though he has calyx, You just want to make sure you're paying attention to the hair growth. Don't get scared if you see someone with a bunch of cowlicks. Do your same methods, but make sure that you proceed with caution and just think about what you're doing. Number one, you already know what to do. We're just gonna go up about another almost an inch. Just to let you know, this is very uncomfortable cutting like this. I ain't even gonna lie, but it's all in the name of education. Yada me. We're really gonna start to see, look how we built it, straight. Now we're gonna go like this. So sometimes I like working from side to side. So I'm gonna work on this left side, start open, and towards this ear, I'm really gonna start like getting into it, like almost like coming into like the neckline. Like sometimes I'll use the whole 1.5 on the whole neckline. It really just depends. Like the one tricky thing about hair texture like this is like, just look how inconsistent it naturally is. So with hair texture like this, you're gonna make sure you have to detail a lot. That is the key, because if you're not detailing, you're gonna get lost in the sauce, but don't feel bad about yourself. Some people just have messed up hair. You know what I mean? We're gonna come back with the one open, and we're just really just gonna flick back into that, which is where the half was. Same thing.
Ooh, the purple ones? I don't even like T-pop like that, but the purple ones look fire.
Last for this blend, literally open. Just close it a little bit because you already started open earlier. Bro, literally just blend that line out. Might not be the best at tutorials, but when you gotta get the job done, you just gotta get that job done. You know what I mean? Oh, it's a Fatsu thing. Yes, bruv. There you go. That's your taper into that. Boom. Now for this neckline. You want to imagine, my favorite thing to do is I'll lift up these hairs, right? And what this shows me is how far I could come over here. Because right now, if I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh, I got to keep it natural. I'm going to go over here. It's okay to dig in. You just got to understand where you're digging in at. I know that I could come at least to right here. So I'm going to start my line. Some people like starting on the top. Personally, I like the bottom. That's the part that a lot of people get scared of, is this curve. Fear no more. So you lift these hairs up, you can kind of see where that curve's already at. I'm gonna come up a little. This is leave-in beard conditioner, but literally at the end of the day, this hair is just lacking moisture. So we can have this hair lay down. It should create some waves. And then on top, we will be using this barber soap. This is for the front. This is gonna dry out the hairline. Make sure you got this nice hot towel. Comfort the client. Ask him if he's okay. Are you okay, sweetie? Yeah. What the hairspray is doing is it is being able to lay and dry the hair out. With the blow dryer, you want to make sure that you have medium heat. Medium. And it's just gonna dry out the hair. Make sure you get it even. And yeah, y'all. Let's get to cooking. We'll be starting in the middle and we'll work our way to each side. So I like to sometimes comb the hair, see how his hairline naturally is. What you could do is you could part it, kind of like that. And you can see where naturally his hairline is, and you could lift these. Or you can start like this, it doesn't matter. I do a little bit of both. Let me see, I'm gonna lift up his hair, and I know naturally his hairline will start around this area. So I got some room. I'm gonna set in that initial line. Boom. I'm gonna work my way from the middle a little bit. I'm gonna go a little left, then a little right. Do that both times. Okay. So first, look. I said first off you gotta go left, then you go right. I'm just lining up shunning so he be alright. I don't even care. I'm gonna do this every single night. Damn. Every single night. Make your way to the right and then we go left. Better line up so you better not stress. Bro's hairline is receding, that's okay. Because after this, he's about to get paid. Hey, no, I'm just kidding. So, make sure you're working your way both sides. And then always stop. Make sure you're making your adjustments, right? So when I'm looking at this till you're done, I'm noticing that this right side is going a little bit right. It's kind of leaning. So I'm gonna make sure that I kind of lean it up a little bit. And Same with this side. And then I'm gonna just start matching it. And after this, you're just gonna work your way to the corners. Boom. Then from the corner, you work on the vertical bar. Just baby taps. And then from here, I'm gonna just refine it. Set your head down. Alright, Shannon, shout out your socials, bruh. Say your socials.
KAVAFADED. Don't fade it on Instagram.
Let me see the hairline. Hey. Alright, y'all. If y'all enjoyed and like this tutorial, give it a thumbs up. If that's a straight hairline, subscribe.
Like it. All shaka emojis in the comments.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.